Hey there, everyone. Nice to see you. This is episode 21 of Project 2 of The Joy of Functional Game Dev. The GitHub release is v0.20. There has been no work in between episodes. I've been kind of sick, and that would be why videos have been erratic. Of course, if you're significantly in the future, it doesn't bother you at all one bit. Okay, so today, as promised, we need to get storms doing something. They are the simplest of the map objects or the simplest of the actors. Well, the boat's not very simple either. They are the simplest of the actors, and so that's a good place to start. Let's start with something easy. And here in the Trello board, we have some of the things like it damages the boat, when the boat runs into it, or it runs into the boat. It also does that with pirates, but I'm just only going to worry about the boat right now. May move randomly. I wanted it to jump, but then since I've been doing the current turn thing, I'll just have its movement rate be at 0.5 turns per move. And splitting disappears when it hits various things. But let's just work on damages boat or it runs into the boat. Well, really, let's just pirate. And that way we can actually maybe accomplish something on our Trello board. Wouldn't that be nice? Accomplishing things. It's a wonderful boost to the self-esteem. Alright, let's figure out where we're at. So right now my encounter is simply here is the cell location. And that's not going to cut it completely. It's like, hey, I'm encountering this. See, my PC encounter is going to have a different encounter. Okay, there's an encounter properties. There's got to be a message that gets read or that shows up on the screen. Maybe even a caption and message. And then choices. And then what's going to happen there is it's going to lead to other things. So, for example, you run into a storm. Run into a storm. You have run into a storm, and it has damaged your boat. My goodness. And then there'll be kind of like a okay. So something like that, or it's so the caption would be storm. You run into a storm and it's damaged your boat. So that's the kind of thing that we're looking for. So we want, of course, where the encounter is. So of course, our current choice. So, alright. So we have a type encounter detail equals, and it's going to be a record type. We have a title, which is a string. We're going to have a message, which is also a string. We're going to have choices, which are a string list. A current choice, which is an int. Not necessarily the best. So, and we do need location, which is a cell location, so that we know what thing we're encountering and how to impact other things. And this is enough. This is enough very generic detail to be able to give. Of course, now we've got a PC in Casa now. It's not going to be just that simple. So build failed. And the reason my build failed is because it's like, I don't know what you're doing. So, so I move the boat, and so this, okay, so now I don't need just, let create PC encounter. Encounter equals, okay. So we need to have the location. I'm going to also, so all I need to be able to do, so I need the state play state. I need that guy. All right. Location, cell location. And that's going to give me an encounter detail. Or is it just going to give me, so if I create a PC encounter, this will be good enough. All right. Where was I with that stuff? Here in game state. Okay, and type encounters. We'll just have it be an encounter detail. So I'll return an encounter detail equals. And here's our create the encounter next location state. So cool. This is unwieldy and cumbersome, but whatever. Okay. So I've got the state and I've got the location. So I'm going to, it's a start PC encounter. Because this is the initial thing. And so what I'm going to do, we're going to say, first we have to grab out, well, what actor is there? Let actor equal state actors. This is going to be private. We're going to assume that this gets called someplace where match actor with, you know what? This needs to be not this. This needs to be an encounters option. Because you never know. It could, this could actually be a, it could wind up saying create nothing because it was a nothing. Encounter equals start PC encounter. So match actor with, and my actor is a map object. And the map object dot detail. Okay, where was I? Actor dot detail dot with. For nothing, then we're going to go with none. That's what we're going to do. All right. at this point I can start it. This will work. This will compile. Should compile. And it does some nothing, in which case we're all cool. Interesting. All right, so then it would not put me into a state where there's a where I have to hit escape. I wonder what does happen now that I've got this. So now here I am, my little boat. So I go. Okay, it just basically makes everything blocked. That's okay. And this is going to be some map object. If it's a storm, what's on storm properties? Use damage. So now, here we go. We've got storm properties. See, and this is the hard part. Okay. So, I've got my storm properties and my encounter details. So then, I need and what are you? You are title. So location is definitely location. Message equals oh, it's just a, what else we got? We have choices and current choice, which will, okay. Goals. Current choice. 0. And counter detail goes to encounters option. Some. Okay. So we're going to take that and we're going to say storm. Well, let's just go grab whatever I said there. You have run into a storm and has damaged your boat. And then, okay, current choice is 0. So now I've got that. Now if I'm on an encounter, so, okay. Yeah, this is going to get rather convoluted. So now my rendering state, though, I need to, just for the moment, no, I need to, okay. My render, I got a play state. Let render grid equals that. See, now I think, though, render counter with state. private counter state play state. The render grid is a map set in the render grid. Here a cell map of render cells. And you're going to return a cell map of render cells. At the moment, you're just going to return render grid. So, and see what though? You know what? I think this needs to be state.render grid. I really do. I don't think it starts with nothing. So it updates the render grid. So we're gonna render the encounter. Good times. Now do I have a printing function for my render grid? I do not. I don't think so. Probably don't. Let's take a look. I really don't. Wait, I don't have cell map cells. Well, we're going to draw some text is what we're going to do. So gotta go back here. What is render? Render cell has a character which is a byte and foreground. So I got these things. I need that. And I need to print some text, which means I need to do some ASCII encoding of a string. I'm going to do let private call it draw text. This is our destination and our result there. So we're gonna do that. It's gonna be render cell, render grid, and we need location, which is cell location. We need whatever. We need 2 render cell colors of foreground and background. Render cell color. Background of render cell color. And the text, of course, which is a string. Gotta look it up. Encoding.ascii.getBytes. Where are we? System.text. Alright. Should be good then. Then system.text. We're about to use that bad boy. Let bytes equal text. Encoding ASCII get bytes. And it's going to be text. So now I got my bytes. And I need to fold them through. So bytes sequence now we're going to do a sequence fold. again. All right. Heights. We're gonna double do that through there. On grid. Character. That's really what it is. Okay, but I also need under good location. On grid position. Character, and then that would return go to grid position. It gives me a fold there, and the thing I care about is the first one. And we fist it. Oh. So when we draw text, we have a render grid, we have a location, we fold it through all the bytes where it will render onto the grid and increment the position. So that's gonna be cool. All right, let's see if this actually let's see if this actually works. All right, so the first thing I gotta do is grid, and I want to. What is a grid? Grid is a map cell. So just map.add. Add. Position. We have character equals character. Foreground equals foreground. Background equals background. And then position. And what position is a cell location? Where's cell location? Cell location is just a int cell. All right. And then position with x equals position dot x. Oh, column. Position column plus one cell. If this works right, and I just want to very roughly get it where it needs to be. I've got my encounter, so I got an okay. So I got my play state, I got my so match. So where did I put this? Okay. Render encounter. And we're going to match state dot encounters with anything else. It's going to just be render grid. So some PC encounter and render PC encounter. And what would I have done? There's not one of those, so we're going to do private render PC encounter. details. As we have details, encounter details. Do detail. And we do need a render grid. And we're going to also return those things. So that's how we make that work. So render the PC encounter. So now we're at the point where we just have the details. So step one. So we're going to render grid. We're going to draw some text. Draw text. Column equals 0 cell. Row equals 0 cell. So location, render cell color, we'll call it blue. Render cell color black. Details dot title. And the render grid. Oh, then we're good. Okay. All right. So then, if I'm in the encounter, I should get the title that says storm when I run into a storm. That's what should happen. We'll see what really happens. But first, we'll have to find one. Here's one. Okay, cool. I'm actually in the encounter, so I have to get out. It stays there simply because I don't clear it out. Actually, how about I, where's that thing that tells me what part I update? So map view, we call it 0, 0, 30, 30. That way I actually check that I'm updating correctly. Alright, let's find a storm. Here's a storm. It says, here's a storm. It gets out. Alright, no longer neat. Okay. We're on the right track. We're getting there. And so we start with that. Okay. Oh, and just right here, I wanted to put down my detailed message. I want to accept a string list. And that's what I wanted to do. So I want actually a this kind of puts all the work on me as the person making these things. But one of the things I want to be able to do is have there'll be a little window. It's just right now it's not a window. So I also want rendered texts. So we're also going to have a let draw text. And no, we don't really need. Okay, this is no good. So now basically I need to loop through my more or less details dot message list dot fold. Okay, gonna get wacky. Mm-hmm. On grid and line, but I need more. Oh my goodness. I'm so very sorry that it's going to look this way. Please bear with me. Okay. And so it's going to be grid position line. So details. Okay. So what in the world did I just do here and why did I do it? So, and it returns that, and just to get it working correctly, that would be a fist. All right. Okay. So I'm taking the render grid and I'm drawing the text on the top row, drawing the title. This is then I've been also taking so I take the output of that plus the message and I start folding on the message. So grid and position and line. So what I need to do is I need to draw, to do this, I need to draw text. Going to draw text location. I don't know it's probably going to be white and black. We'll do this and we'll try it out again. White and black. And I need, it's going to be line. So I got, not location, it's position. So it's going to draw the text at the position and then position. Okay. With row equals position dot position row plus one cell. So now, and we're gonna test this by even having where's the thingy that makes it equals it has damaged your boat. So now I'll have two lines. You have run into a storm and it has damaged your boat. Two different lines in the message. So now I run into a storm and it should print those things out. Okay. Put a lot of storms on here. I know I did. Some of you are shouting at me. I don't know. Can't quite make out the voices, but some of you are going, why are you making this so inordinately complicated? That's because I didn't plan any of this out. So I'm just kind of wedging stuff in there, and I'm having some fun with it. Really, there you are. And yeah, dude, look at that. Run into a storm and it damage your boat. Look at that beautiful, beautiful thing. And now I just also, so now, yeah, look at that. And we're going to fold again. What we're going to do here. So now, I'm going to render PC encounter. And look at that stuff. Look at that. It's so beautiful. No, it's not beautiful. So now I've got the grid in position. Um, um, we call it we're going to call it temp. Way to call it temp. Alright. So now what I want to do is I want to take temp and details dot more to it. Okay. So temp is okay. Let's think about this. So right now I've gotten through I've now at before here I've got essentially a grid and position. What I want to do is I want to do a fold on details dot what is it called? Details dot current dot choices. Details dot choices. But I also need the choice number right here. And the reason that I need that is because I'm going to start it with 0, and it's going to increment through. And so I need to send that through detail. Okay, so let grid pause equal that. And at the moment, it would return grid. Everything will be fine. But I don't necessarily. Now I'm going to take grid pause 0 and details dot choices. I'm going to list dot fold them into fun. Let's call it G and P. That should make everybody happy because it doesn't really matter. And this one's going to be a first again. On grid position. Just call it counter. And my choice, which will give me grid position counter. Then everything would be hunky-dory, happy fist. So listen, up, wrong. There we go. Okay, we'll do figure out what we got going on at this point. This is a render cell location, and int. Let final grid final grid. So, don't think I need to do all this stuff. You can feel free to shout out your suggestion down below. So, going to be a slight difference based on this is going to be about the same. So going to like if counter equals details dot current choice, then grid else grid. Always very careful to make sure. Then grid else grid. What don't you like? Don't like you in the slightest. Can I wrap you in parentheses and make that all happy? Huh, alright. That's very strange to me. That's okay. We're going to draw some text on it. We're going to draw some text. Okay, so it's the current choice. What we're going to do, it's not line, it's choice. I cannot spell choice for the life of me today. It's not going to be white and black. It's going to be, I don't know. Let's call this one cyan. And yellow. What's it called? Bright yellow? Okay. Otherwise, all I'm going to do here is I'm going to swap my colors. I'll just do cyan on black. So let's go with a gray. So it's either going to have a yellow highlight or a dark gray highlight. And we can mess with the colors later. So the final grid, and then we don't care and we don't care. We're going to take the grid and position that got spit out of last time. Yeah, not really a very easy thing to. What I really want, what I'd really like here is this, and then something where it takes a 2-tuple and adds an extra 3-tuple. But that's, suppose, I don't know. I don't know that there is such a function. There could be. I'm not as familiar with things. So now, but in any case, oh, we have to also this one's just +1. So let's position with row equals position dot row +1 cell. And now, so this is what so this should then, ugly as it is, it should build, and we should be able to get the choice of, hey, how nice. I should have an okay at the end. Okay, you run into a storm and it has damaged your boat. Okay. And of course, then and just to test it, where do we go? We're gonna put also okay on here just because I want to see it rendering all correctly. Come on now. Be nice to me. This is very exciting. It's actually going to do something. Okay. So we have okay and also okay. So, all right. Next little thing here. And I guess I don't. I haven't thought this through as much as I'd like. Well, we're going to leave it as okay and also okay because our event handler is really no longer can't escape these events anymore. This cannot happen. You know what? There is see the encounter detail. It's I need something that describes what the thing is. So it's type encounter state. I don't know. Equals encounter type. I don't know. Hit by lightning. We need counter type. Because I need to be able to determine what exactly to do here. Because all I've got is or actually it's encounter. Call it encounter state. And this could be something of so encounter state, counter. No, this is going to be encounter type. It's going to be type. And here's why. Because I'm going to have within this one, hit by lightning will only has one state, hit by lightning, the end. But other things, like pirates or whatever, you might have some other sub-state going on in there. SDL keyboard, scan code dot up and down. Is there also, let's say, also do an enter. Return. Is that right? And mine says enter, but okay, it's gonna be this. So it is a PC encounter. Encounters. All right. So I'm gonna stay with encounters is next choice. Next encounter choice. State dot encounters. previous encounter choice. Previous, call it small p. And return and this one is going to be state apply encounter choice. All right. So what's going to go on here? Let apply encounter choice play state, which is a play state, right? Play state. Give me a game state option. Play state. Some. Oops, not player state. It's play state. Play state. Okay, so we're going to. Our application is really of nothing. So next encounter choice. So next encounter choice. What type are you? You are encounters option equals encounters. Oh, it's going to be encounters option. Encounter equals yes, encounter choice, and we're just always going to return the encounter so that we are compiling. Okay, but we're going to match encounter with none. Some PC encounter details. Going to anything else, we're just going to return encounter. We're going to go details with current choice equals details.current choice plus 1. We're going to this modulo? I hope so. Details, choices, list, dot, their length. Thanks. Current choice. Current choice. And we need to go PC encounter some. Okay. Details with the current choice. We're going to increase the current choice by 1. And we do something very, very similar over here. Plus that minus 1. And now we should be able. Ooh, what do we got? Ah, okay. Counter type equals hit by lightning. Right? Right. No? Or is it just type? Okay. I want actually a third okay. So I can make sure third okay. Now, hopefully, so now, here I am going to do this, going to apply the encounter choice. Right, now this means that I can't get out of it at the moment, but that's all right. Okay. Find me a lightning bolt. Gotta be around here somewhere. Oh yeah. Not finding anything today. Okay. They're still there. Alright, where's my... Found a mermaid. Or merperson. Merperson. Come on, I know you're there. Ah, you are. Boom. So, third. Oh, I got it wrong. I got it backwards. But it's all okay. I hit enter. Okay. And enter doesn't do anything because nothing actually gets applied. So this one's down. That one's up. Apply the encounter choice. Alright. So, to apply the encounter choice, say up here somewhere, I'm gonna, so these are no longer, the also okay and third okay are no longer necessary. So it's gonna say okay. And then, match play state encounters with anything else, anything, there we go. Alright, some PC encounter detail, apply PC encounter choice, do with a state, play state. Details. So that, okay, private. These things don't need to be here either. Private, private, let private apply PC encounter choice. Details, play state, game state option. So put in here. So play state, which is play state, and details, which is an encounter detail. Encounter detail. And the thing is, what in the world am I doing here? Okay. Now, I'm going to match details dot type with anything else is going to just be play state some any old something. So I'm now finally down to the point where hit by lightning. And I'm going to know what really. Okay, so now I'm hit by lightning. See, it's not just hit by lightning. Okay. So, well, I ran into lightning. We'll rename it in a minute. So, when I'm hit by lightning, what I need to do. Well, and we'll just put this in here too. What are you being weird about? What are you being weird about? This rule will never be matched. Alright. Granted. You are correct, sir. So, really what's going on? So I get hit by lightning. Which is really run. Let's fix it. Hit by lightning. Rename. Ran into storm, which is a different sort of thing. So I ran into the storm. So update boat position. Damage boat. And that's all I need to do, really, right? So get my player get the boat. Let player location equals play state. Where's the map cell? Get player location. So it's going to use the actors. State.actors. Get player location. Right. Let boat equal play state actors. Dot player location. I know it's going to have to be here, so dot value. I know it'll be there. So there's the boat. Let boat equal that. With, and then okay. Equals match with okay. Gonna be weird. Bear with me. So my map object is a boat. Boat of boat properties. So boat props. We're gonna do props with I need the storm. How in the world? here's the thing for me. It's like, okay, I know that this is going to be a boat. I need to get the storm. So that's the boat. I know that's the boat. So there's that. So let storm equal play state actors details location storm is a map object. Okay. So there's the storm. So how do I get the storm, the object out of the storm? How do I cast away that stuff? F sharp, casting away discriminated union. Downcast discriminated union. So do I do just matches? So I have to do a match. That's fine. So I'm just going to go let damage equal match storm with storm props 0. Props dot map object. So I want a that's dot detail with storm props damage. Otherwise, no damage. let remaining. What do we call it in the boat? Is it hull? Should be hull. Remaining equals. See, and I need let boat details. Let boat details equals this is just so convoluted. Match boat with boat props. Details. It's going to be match boat. Just map object. Boat dot detail. So we're going to go with a dot detail here. With a dot detail here. So it's a little bit better. We go boat props. So let boat props, boat detail. This is dot detail. And what's in boat properties? I just don't like it. Throw. I throw an exception. It's the raise, of course, it's the raise function. Okay, raise. Does that have to be anything? It's an expression. Oh, nice. All right. Raise not a storm. Cool. All right. Not a boat. Um, System not. All right. I'm going to leave it as a nimble. No timple. That's what we're going to do. I'm getting kind of long here. But I'm going to see it through. I'm going to see it through. So, if that doesn't work, it's going to blow up. That's it. Got everything blowing up. So now I got my boat properties, and now I got my damage. So, I'm going to damage the boat. Let damaged boat equals boat props with hull equal boat props with hull minus damage. And you're going to be a boat. Yes, so damage boat is boat props with the hull minus that. And we're going to place modify the play state with actors equal play state. Oh wait, I have actors map.remove player location map.add details.location damaged boat so location option.get. Don't need that anymore. Boat detail boat. My goodness. With current turn. Wow, this is just so ugly. Play state actors player navigation with. Don't need the detail. Okay. Ugh, okay. With detail equals all this jazz. Current, and there, the current turn will remain the same. The damage boat equal all that jazz. Play state with the actors, remove the player location, add the damage boat to the new location, And we still have really no way of determining, of showing what is the damage to the boat. So we're just going to put a little breaky point right here. Let's find out if we can compile. It succeeded. I'm a little frightened. Up, you know what else I need? Need to set the encounter to nothing. Actors, that. Encounters, well, none. So I get rid of that encounter. And if this works, we're going to call it a day. Okay, find me a lightning bolt. Come on, where are you? There you are. You run into a storm and it has damaged your boat. Okay. Damaged boat is something, and damaged boat has a hull of 9 and a maximum hull of 10. And if this works, okay, I'm going to run into another one just to make sure. Let's run into your boat. Yes, sir. Okay. We're calling it a successful day. We've gotten, oh, you know what? I don't have it updating the, I don't have it updating my visibility thing, but I'm going to, you know what? I could still do that, couldn't I? Update. Where's the update visibility thing? I could do that real quick, couldn't I? Real quick, just real quick. Update visibility flags. Not entirely. L. Yeah. Put it to do. We'll put it to do, and we'll do it another time. To do. Update visibility flags. We're going to call it. That's it. I believe this is the longest episode thus far. Got a lot of cool stuff done. Only modified 2 files. And these are getting pretty long. But so, hey, thanks for coming along on this journey with me. Hopefully some of this stuff wasn't too convoluted. There's a lot of weirdness, a lot of folding that is not always especially clear. I know on how let's just take a look at that. Taking a look at this, it's a yeah, cool. It's a strange little thing, but okay. Thanks for coming along on this journey with me. And as always, keep that joy of functional game dev in your heart. I'll see you next time.